It's your girl Tiffany, Metamelissus Black Beauty, your poetic psychic Pisces, High Priestess, aka the light that shines like a diamond, also known as your modern day nun, one who isn't within a coven, a convent, or a covenant. I do thank you all for listening and for watching on today. If y'all would be so kind to please like, share, and subscribe, it will be greatly, greatly appreciated. This is going to be a general reading for the overall collective of any zodiac sign. So please take the messages that apply, leave the ones that do not. Remember that this reading can apply to your past, your present, or your future, as well as it may be pertaining to you or any and everyone in between that you may or may not know. With that being said, guys, we are going to get started. As I said, I hope y'all are doing well and feeling well, so let's see what's going on today. Let's get to your overall messages, okay? So the first card you have here is childhood trauma, imprisonment, discrimination, technology, and power, guys, okay? Whoever you are, collective, I feel like you're someone, you endured some type of childhood trauma, okay? This is some type of abuse you endured as a child, Spirit is saying, okay? That obviously traumatized you, okay? You were abused, abandoned, orphaned. You could have been kidnapped or sold, collective, okay? There could be different methods of abuse that occurred, that happened to you, collective, okay? Because of this childhood trauma that you endured, like, you were imprisoned in some type of way. It's like you were trapped or stuck or restricted or locked down or held captive or hostage or like caged, like, okay? You see this, like these bars here or what have you, this cage, but you see like but you can see like buildings and different things like that or what have you. This says imprisoned, okay? You could have even suffered some type of childhood trauma while you were imprisoned in some type of way, while you were locked down in some type of facility or this could have even been you being underground in some type of cage of some kind, okay? But you suffered some type of childhood trauma, collective, okay? You were abused, you were abandoned, you were orphaned, you were kidnapped, you were sold, okay? And I feel like you were held like hostage, captive. You were like, it's like you couldn't get away. You were locked down, you were caged, imprisoned in some type of way, collective, okay? There was some type of discrimination against you, okay, as it relates to, like, there's some type of discrimination. I feel like you were discriminated against for many different reasons, but they put some type of limitation on you. They treated you different. I feel like you endured this childhood trauma and imprisonment because of discrimination of some kind. There's also some type of use of, there were things that were done to you as well while you were imprisoned, okay? With technology here, there's some type of use of technology. Abuse of technology, even spyware. It's like you were being watched or tracked or surveillanced in some type of way, okay, by persons in power, collective, persons with positions of authority, persons who had fame or recognition or celebrity status. These individuals, this could have been a satanic powers that be, the shadow government, any person, elite individuals, persons in positions of authority, people who have fame, recognition, or celebrity status. They abuse their power as it relates to you, though. I'm seeing here extraterrestrial, clarifying childhood trauma, collective. one or two things is going on here, collective. Either you suffered some type of childhood trauma because you are extraterrestrial, or you suffered childhood trauma at the hands of extraterrestrials. I'm seeing something about a watcher or a guardian. But this extraterrestrial card is like clarifying childhood trauma. So you being abused, abandoned, orphaned, kidnapped, or sold is tied to this extraterrestrial energy, collective. You could have extraterrestrial DNA, Spirit is saying. Or you were abused by individuals, or by unhuman beings who are extraterrestrial. We're going to look more into this. To clarify imprisonment, we got brainwashing. While you were imprisoned, wherever they had you, hostage, captive, restricted, locked down, collective, they put you under mind control. They brainwashed you. They put you under MK Ultra mind control or Monarch programming, some type of illegally funded government operation. You also were chipped. You were implanted with some type of chip, collective. Some type of programming was done on you. You were put under mind control while you were imprisoned. To clarify discrimination, collective, you were discriminated against because you are a psychic. They knew this. They obviously knew this about you as a child. You could even be still going through this, collective. I feel like the elite, the satanic powers to be, the shadow government, these people in positions of authority who abuse their power with you, collective, they knew that you were a seer, a light worker, a high priestess, a visionary. They knew what you would be an astrologer or a prophetess or prophet or something like that. This is why you were discriminated against and limitations was placed upon you. To clarify technology, we got secrets here, okay? So they chipped you, they implanted you, collective, which they use as some type of spyware to track and to trace you, collective, okay? They were tracking and tracing you well before they came out with HR 6666. Okay? There's some type of secret agenda, propagandas, cover up, set up, or malicious mission as it relates to this technology that they used on you or put within you, okay? Like, I feel like that with this technology here, you are being surveillanced, okay? I feel like the mind control, the brainwashing, the chip implants, this was done while you were in prison and held captive and hostage somewhere, like locked down somewhere. They abused you in different ways, experimented on you in different ways, chipped you, implanted you, did mind control on you, did some type of programming on you. You were discriminated by these people, collective, because you're psychic. They have been illegally surveillancing you all your life, collective. They've also been manipulating you and your energy, controlling you. Your behavior, your thoughts, your actions, everything, okay? There's secrets behind this cover up, okay? This secret agenda. To clarify power, we got bullies here, okay? So these people who are in positions of authority that abuse their power, they're bullies, Spirit is saying. These are your tormentors. These are trolls and haters, okay? They see you as a scapegoat, an easy target. They treated you like the black sheep, collective. These are flying monkeys, collective. I'm also seeing royalty at the bottom of the deck here, collective. You could have royalty in your DNA. You could be a direct descendant to royalty. But they could have did something to try to make you illegitimate in some type of way. For some of you, you could be a distant relation, but you still have royalty in your DNA. They could have even tried to strip you of your royal title or something like that, or what have you. Collective, I could be speaking to somebody who is a hybrid collective, okay? You either it goes one or two ways, okay? Because you endured some type of childhood trauma, collective, okay? And they held you captive and hostage. They imprisoned you in some type of way because they were discriminating against you. And they illegally surveillance you. Persons in power did this, okay? Also, I'm seeing something about like shapeshifters, reptilians, draconians, like other type of hybrids and different things like that, or what have you. Could be is involved with brainwashing you, mind controlling you, programming you, chipping you. Because you are a psychic collective. This is the reason why they have this secret agenda, this propaganda, this cover up, this set up against you, okay? They could have also tried to suppress your gifts. This is the reason why they have bullied you and tormented you, collective. Targeted you, collective. Something is significant to your family connected, a collective where you come from, or who your family is, or what bloodline you're tied to, okay? But there's a whole lot of jealousy, envy, hatred, spitefulness, or competition, okay? These people could want retaliation, punishment, payback, or revenge on you because of this, okay? Spirit, clarify childhood trauma. Clarify childhood trauma.
You've got mail.
I'm seeing endorsement here, okay? It's like people were paid, persuaded, bribed, or tempted in some type of way. Like persons were paid that were involved in causing you some type of childhood trauma. I'm also seeing trap here, okay? It's like they victimized you, allured you, tricked you in some type of way to trap you. What's this childhood trauma, spirit? I'm telling you, I'm seeing commitment and confinement, okay? Both of these cards, this person is trapped. They're stuck. They can't, there's some type of binding contract as it relates to the childhood trauma you endured. And this confinement card, this would be the imprisonment card here, okay? I'm telling you, these people held you captive, hostage. They imprisoned you, like literally kept you restricted as a child while they did things to you. You were in captivity. There was some type of unfreedom. Okay, and they abused you. Some type of commitment or binding contract. There are people are in, I'm telling you, family. Okay? You could have been pimped out, sold out. Yeah, there's like collaborations and things. There's groups of people who are involved in this, who know that this was done to you, okay? The first cards that wanted to come out was endorsement and trap, okay? And then we got commitment and confinement. Somebody was paid. This could have been a satanic powers that be who was like, who paid. Somebody, y'all excuse my nails still, honey. Y'all see I'm still replacing them and different things like that. I'm working on, so I have not. I'm gonna do them today, though, y'all. Like seriously, somebody was paid. Okay, it's like you were sold out in some type of way to like the satanic powers that be, to the government or something like that, or what have you, collective. You endured a lot of childhood trauma because of this. You were, like I said, you were abused. You were abused. From your family to the government to persons in power to, you know what I'm saying, even extraterrestrial, unhuman beings. did things to you. But you were abandoned and orphaned by your family. And then you were like kidnapped or sold or something like that. You see this person paying this individual here? And they trapped you. Okay? And this, with this commitment here, there was a binding contract that the people who are involved in doing this to you, collective, signed. They entered some type of binding contract. They sold out. They're in some type of binding contract. They were paid, okay? And you were confined. You were restricted. You were imprisoned in some type of way. Y'all, this was as a child. We're not talking about an adult. This was done to you as a child. Spirit, clarify discrimination. Clarify discrimination. Why is discrimination here? Why is this? Where'd it go? Why is discrimination here? You could have. Damn. I'm seeing curse and right here. Damn. You were cursed from birth, collective. Somebody cursed you from birth in some type of ritual, ceremony, or magic that was done, okay? Somebody cursed you out of hatred, out of catastrophe, or out of hatred. They cursed you out of hatred to cause catastrophe and misfortune to you in your life. This was done to you as a child. Some type of ritual, ritual ceremonies, magic, some mysterious ass things was done to you, collective. Okay? Because these individuals were discriminating against you. You were literally cursed as a child. Spirit, clarify, and they've been watching you all your life with this technology here. They have been illegally surveillancing you, invading and violating your privacy your entire life, and you never knew because you were under mind control, collective. You were brainwashed, okay? The chip that they have implanted in you, this is how they're able to control you, your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, and different things like that, or what have you, okay? The mind control, you know, as well as the mind control, brainwashing you and different things like that, or what have you, suppressing your memory, even, okay? So that you wouldn't remember this torture that you went through, who all were involved, where they held you. Yep, I keep seeing family here, okay? So even your family caused you childhood trauma because you were abandoned and orphaned. You were even abused by them. Spirit, clarify technology. I'm seeing strategy here. Planning, predictions, mind reading. This is a part of their strategy, collective, to use this spyware, to use this this technology to spy on you. They abuse this technology, though, collective. And there is proof of this use of this technology on you. Some type of detection or investigation of some kind here. This is illegal surveillance, though. Any other messages on technology, Spirit? Justice. This is the government that is doing this to you. The corrupt government, okay? I'm telling you, these people are not righteous, okay? They're nobody's leaders, okay? These are not upstanding individuals, okay? That you see in power, that you see in authority, with you know what I'm saying, all their fancy positions, titles, and roles, or wealth and shit and connections that they got. These people are corrupt. Strategy and justice is on technology, collective. They use this technology on you and they abuse this technology. They have been watching you, tracking and tracing you your entire life, okay? These motherfuckers not no gurus. The only reason why they see all and they know all is because they're using fucking illegal technology to track and trace people, to illegally surveillance people. They're using spyware.
You've got mail.
They're all seeing IS bullshit. Ain't because they some type of, worldwide phenomenon or some shit like that. It's because of technology. And they have been using this on you since you were a child, collective. To clarify power, look, bully. Again, you got another, this is second bully card that came out here. These people have bullied you all your life, collective. They have set things up to embarrass you, collective. They've had people to, other people to bully you, abuse you, gossip about you, okay? They purposely mistreated you your entire life. Look at this, bully and pride. These individuals are bullies, and they're full of, they're very egotistical. They're full of pride and ego and vanity. Very cocky, arrogant, conceited, narcissistic ass sons of bitches. This is sitting here on power. People in positions of authority with fame, fortune, recognition, attention, celebrity status, elite connections. They abuse their power. The satanic powers that be, the shadow government spirits say they are bullies, and they're full of pride and fucking ego. They did this to you because they could, because they wanted to control you, collective. Spirit, clarify extraterrestrial. Collective, you have had, this may go over somebody's head, but I'm talking to somebody where you may come from you could come from an extraterrestrial bloodline if you are someone who is a hybrid, okay? You may be half human, half extraterrestrial, collective, okay? Others of you who are humans who endured this or what have you, you have had encounters with real extraterrestrials, okay? And they caused you childhood trauma. They abused you. They experimented on you. They brainwashed you. They mind controlled you. They chipped you, implanted you, collective. Clarify extraterrestrial spirit. Clarify extraterrestrial spirit. But I'm feeling both energies though. Because I'm not talking to any one person, okay? There is somebody here. The reason why they did this to you, the reason why they caused you childhood trauma in the first place, why they imprisoned you in the first place, that's the reason why they discriminated against you. Because you are extraterrestrial. You are half extraterrestrial. That's the reason why you've gone through all of this. This is how they knew as a child how powerful you were going to be. They knew that you were a psychic. That you would be a real seer, a real visionary, a real prophet. So they abused you as a child. That's why they cursed you and did the rituals on you. They'd seen this in you as a child. So they targeted you as a child, collective. Because of your extraterrestrial DNA, this is why they discriminated against you, collective. They have kept you hidden all your life. Nobody ever told you who you were, where you come from, the power that's within you, collective. They didn't think you would ever wake up, collective, okay? But I'm telling you, I'm talking to more than one person because this is not just one person. The overwhelming energy here, collective, is the person. I'm talking to somebody here who, like I said, you are a hybrid. You could be you're half extraterrestrial, half human. Somebody else that this was also done to are humans. Human individuals. Y'all have heard people all over the world. A lot of people have come out and said that they have had encounters with extraterrestrials and they were abducted. They really were. They really were. And they were experimented on and all other kinds of shit. So I'm talking to two different groups of people. But the main energy that is coming out here, because extraterrestrial is sitting right up under childhood trauma. Whoever you are that's a hybrid, you're half extraterrestrial, and half human, you have extraterrestrials right now who are your watchers and guardians. They're watching over you, okay? They're protecting you. They're your ancestors. Okay? And y'all need to understand that there's different species of extraterrestrials, okay? There are good ones and there are bad ones, okay? There are ones that you got there is and they're everywhere. Okay, most people you say aliens or extraterrestrials or what have you, you assume only on other planets, in other worlds, other realms, in the sky, in space somewhere or what have you. There are extraterrestrials that are underwater in the ocean. Okay, there are extraterrestrials that is here on planet Earth. There are extraterrestrials that are outer space. There are extraterrestrials, and they're all different species. They don't all look alike. They're not all grays. Spirit, clarify this extraterrestrial. I'm seeing, I'm seeing self-love, collective. I'm telling you, you're extraterrestrial. You have extraterrestrial DNA, collective. Self-concern, self-healing, independence. I'm speaking to someone here. You are an extraterrestrial, collective. You have extraterrestrial DNA. I'm speaking to someone who's a hybrid. I'm telling you, there is evidence. There is proof of it. This is the reason why they abused you as a child. This is the reason why they held you captive, hostage. They imprisoned you. This is the reason why they discriminated against you. The satanic powers that be, the ones that call themselves wealthy and elite now, the ones who stole our land, the ones who stole land, stole gold, stole oil, stole wealth, stole people's inheritance, stole people's heritage and everything from them, and then recreated shit in their image. Wrote the Bible and has been using it as a fucking blueprint. Because they created it and religion and every fucking thing. Okay. They were intimidated by the fact that you are a real extraterrestrial collective. This is why they abused you as a child. And whoever your human side of your family is, collective, they're the ones that sold you out. They're the ones that pimped you out to the color government. They're the ones that's in the binding contract, collective. They're the ones that accepted payment, bribe, to have you trapped. You were pimped out, you were sold to the satanic powers that be, to the government, okay? This is how you wind up being confined and imprisonment in the first place, okay? Because of these binding contracts, collective. They cursed you, they did it out of hatred to cause catastrophe and misfortune in your life. This is the reason why your entire life, no matter how hard you work, no matter how hard you try, no matter the best you do, who you please or appease, they never allow you to get ahead. That was on purpose. They cursed you from birth on purpose, collective. This is the reason why you've never been married, the reason why you don't have a family of your own, reason why you have never had nothing but low life, low level, low vibrational as lovers in your life. They didn't treat you right. You have never in your life experienced real passion, love, or romance. You've never been with your real soulmate or anything. These people have cursed you from birth, okay? They could have tried to curse your womb. They cursed your finances. They tried to curse your health, your well-being, your stability, mental clarity, your sanity. They have cursed every bit of your life, collective. This is the reason why you don't have, this is the reason why you likely don't have a college degree. They could have sabotaged you even in school, in grade school, collective. They could have even tried to create, they did things to create learning disabilities within you, I guarantee you. Through elementary and likely middle school, you got all A's. Somewhere between middle school and high school, they did shit to fuck up your grades or what have you. So you wouldn't succeed. So you couldn't go to college and different things like that or what have you. You've been cursed from fucking birth. They did rituals, ceremonies, and magic. This is the reason why ain't nobody ever taught you nothing. Nobody taught you how to drive. Nobody taught you how to swim. Nobody's ever supported you. Nobody's ever guided you. Nobody ever taught you. Nobody ever had your back, uplifted you, invested in you academically, athletically, creatively, anything. They suppressed you all your life. They don't want you to have a nice home, a nice vehicle, a good job, benefits, savings, nothing. They've been trying to kill you your entire life. You were cursed from birth, and it was done out of hatred to cause catastrophe and misfortune in your life. They did rituals on you, collective. They used you in a ceremony as a child, collective. A real satanic ceremony. They placed you in the middle of the floor, in the middle of a pentagram with candles around you, and you levitated off the floor. They used you in a satanic ritual, collective. And the strategy, these states that you got with strategy and justice, that's the government. They the ones that came up with this strategy. This is their plots, plans, and schemes. This is how they do their mind reading. This is how they've been mind reading you your entire life. Implanting things in your mind entire life. I ain't fucking making it up. Bitch, the card says it. Planning, predictions, mind reading. Bitch, for the bitch that want to call me a lie. For the bitch that's in the back to say, oh, this is all in your head. Oh, it's all made up. Bitch, I didn't make these cards. Your stupid ass. You a gaslighter. You the type that'll deny somebody that's telling you the truth. Because you will sell out any goddamn way. Guaranteed. Had them incentives working out for you. You the bitch that'll call me a lie. You don't believe anything to your fake news. Come on and tell you something. You don't believe nothing to your corrupt, crooked ass government. Come on and tell you something. And you got documented proof that they've been lying to you for hundreds of years, bitch. But you will call me a lie. And I ain't got no reason to lie to you. For what? Bitch, who is you for me to lie to? Extraterrestrial collective. I'm seeing self-love here. This could be a reason why you're an introvert, collective. Could be the reason why you're introverted. I'm seeing something about privacy, separate, okay? You could be a part of online community and different things like that, or what have you, collective. Something about self-love and introvert. It's your energy, and it's because you're an extraterrestrial, collective. This is the reason why you always want to know why you never fit in. Why you try to be people's friends, why you try to be the best lover to people. You always came off as this trying to overachieve, overgive to people, please and appease everybody and shit like that. But it don't matter how good you sucked, how good you fucked, how much you gave away, how much you did for other people, how nice you were to people. You just wasn't never ever good enough. You just were never the one that was chosen by them. You was chosen by the Most High, by the gods, by the creators. That's why people around here don't understand why you ain't dead yet after all the shit they did to you. They don't understand where your healing come from, where your protection come from, and different shit like that. You ain't them. They don't even understand. Self-love, introvert, collective. You're extraterrestrial, okay? And you have watchers and guardians who are extraterrestrial, collective, okay? But there are demonic, unhuman beings that is here on this earth. Shapeshifters, reptilians, draconians, other type of hybrids. You understand what I'm saying? You are human extraterrestrial hybrid. So you are God's creation / extraterrestrial hybrid. Okay? You've been abused by human beast as hybrids. Okay? Motherfuckers that come from Satan's bloodline and shit. And they're the ones that brainwash you, mind controlled you, used illegally funded government programming on you, collective. They chipped you, implanted you. This chip is still in your body right now today. Right now today. Them bitches will never tell the truth. Guarantee you. They will never tell the truth. That's why they don't like you, because they know you know the truth. That's why all hell done broke loose ever since. You woke up. They've been shook up, collective. I kid you not. When I first, I have been going through my awakening for a long time, because my awakening started when I was in my late 20s, y'all, okay? But it wasn't until like I was like 30 or in my 30s that I noticed different things that was going on, where I was like being freaking attacked, okay? Y'all. And this was right around the time I put those poems out or what have you, and I was working on one of the poems. I did like a Tina Turner impersonation, and it was just spoken word at the beginning of the poem or whatever. Anyway, this don't have anything to do with that, but it was around that time, years and years ago, y'all, okay? And I never forget, I was doing tarot then, or what have you, and I was just sitting at the table. I was sitting in the house, I was sitting at the table, and I really don't do personal readings on myself. I almost don't ever pull cards on myself, okay? Not like day-to-day life or what have you. I have a few times as it relates to like things from my past, you know what I'm saying, like childhood things like that or what have you. But like day to day, love, life, like I don't pull cards on myself like that or what have you. But this one in particular day, I wouldn't even try to do no reading on myself, you know. But I was just sitting there shuffling the cards, and as I was shuffling the cards, y'all, a whole spread came out, okay. And I still remember that reading to this day, okay? And to keep from, it was several different cards, to keep from going through each individual card, what I was seeing was these people wanted to was planning to abduct someone, put them on a boat, and ship them to fucking Buckingham Palace, bitch, okay? And so then in that moment, and in the rest of the spread, I said, because I'm looking at the cards and I said, they want you to be a servant? I was appalled, y'all. In that moment, y'all, look at me in my eye. I swear for God on my life, I would never lie on these people, y'all. I heard clear as day. As sure as I'm sitting here talking to you, I'm talking about in the Queen of English voice. She said, she's the one I've been looking for. I said, bitch, what, y'all? I said, I was never more shook up in my life. I said, who? Looking for who? Looking for what? For me, bitch? You not calling her no bitch. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all, I swear to God, on my life, I would never lie. Then, when I first started being targeted or what have you, like the frequencies was like way up high. I'm already telepathic, okay? Have telepathic ability, okay? So these individuals, they use their illegal technology and different shit like that. They use like a synthetic form of telepathy or what have you. Some people call it V2K, some people call it voice of skull, different things like that. It's really more like a synthetic type of telepathy or what have you. But I already have telepathic abilities, okay? So when you apply the shit that they're using to on top of the abilities they already have, it's like imagine your senses, all the senses that you have, being like to the 10th power, okay? Just, you know, y'all, the frequencies are so fucking high. I heard this shit clear as day, and I'm not talking about hearing through the eardrum. When it comes to telepathic communication, you hear through the mind, but you can hear it just as easily, just as clear as if the person was standing right next to you and you hearing through the eardrum. That woman said, she's the one I've been looking for. I don't know who the fuck she was talking to, but I heard the Queen of England's voice, and I seen her fucking face while she was saying it. She the one I've been looking for. And I'm sitting here like, who the fuck me? Y'all. All kind of weird ass shit happened after the fuck that, and it wasn't that much longer that they ended up killing her. When all of a sudden she ended up the fuck dying. Okay, baby, I swear to God, I would never get on here and lie to you. I heard that woman clear as day. She said she the one I've been looking for. Oh, I have you. And then there was a whole nother situation that had fucking played out with somebody else or what have you. And it was weird, fucking weird, and it was right around the fucking time that Prince Harry and shit was getting married. That whole little shit where he ended up marrying somebody of color, supposedly. I, personally feel like, if he was gonna choose somebody of color, he could have been somebody different. But anyway, that was all staged. That was all set up, y'all. Like, this was done on purpose, and all this shit was happening around the same fucking time. And I'm getting like an influx of fucking messages, and it was legitimately spirit telling me about my ties to royalty and different things like that or what have y'all. But that was the creepiest ass motherfucking shit, bitch. Telepathic communication I got, bitch, because like y'all don't even understand when you first start being fucking targeted smack dead in the middle of going through an awakening, bitch. It's like I don't know, it's like an explosion in your fucking mind, bitch. Like I almost lost all my cool. Like, seriously, y'all, I never forget it. I never freaking forget this shit or what have you. And then all kinds of shit started happening. But anyway, y'all, okay, some type of brainwashing, mind control went on. Okay, they implanted you with some type of chip collective. You endure a monarch's programming, satanic ritual abuse. Like, you was abused in different ways while they had you in prison in this type of facility. And then you had to, like, they could have even done torturous things to you, like waterboard you and different things like that, or what have you. These presidents that stood before the American people, we do not torture American citizens. They are fucking lying. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I know it. Yes, they do. Okay? This is the reason why they've been working against you your entire life. This is the reason why you got people who are jealous, envious, and intimidated by you, collective, okay? Because you got certain power and skills and abilities within you that they didn't try to suppress your entire life. I'm telling you, bro, this is why you discriminated against. They knew you was a psychic when you were a child, collective. They knew that you would grow to be somebody very powerful. You know what I'm saying? You could have been able to use more of a percent of your brain because of your extraterrestrial DNA than most humans. They knew this as a child, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. They knew this some kind of way as a child, collective. And this was done to you. Spirit, clarify this brainwashing. I'm telling you, I keep seeing evidence. I keep seeing proof. They also did something to you. They abused you so severely while they had you imprisoned and confined, collective. They could have did something so severely to you that they thought you were dead, or you did die and you came back to life on your ass, on their ass. And that's when they knew for sure that you had some type of power, ability, healing ability. They couldn't kill you because you came back on their ass, collective. See, they ain't been able to do nothing but abuse you all your fucking life. They don't have the authority to kill you, bitch. That's the reason why they're so intimidated by you. Spirit, clarify this brainwashing. Clarify this brainwashing. They split your mind. Like, they could have tried to split you up. They could have created altars in you. Split, caused you such, like, when you cause a child severe trauma, at some point in time, the mind splits, okay? And when the mind splits, in an effort to try to cope with the pain and the trauma or what have you, it creates altars. And then they go in and that's when they program different things with different altars, okay? That's when you get sexual programming, and it just depends on the different programs they want to put in you or what have you, collective, okay? Because I'm seeing with the mask being here, collective, okay? But you see all the different faces. They created altars in you, okay? You could have had handlers. Somebody may have access to your programming. It doesn't work on me anymore or what have you. I can tell when I be around certain people who have been given certain things, like anytime I broke from my program when I went through my awakening or whatever, but there's certain people I'm around who are told to do certain things. Like, if you're ever around somebody, whether you see it or whether somebody is next to you and they're doing it, okay? It could be anything. It could be sometimes a person just snap all of a sudden, clap or some tap on something or what have you. It's supposed to like trigger something or change something or alter something. Sometimes it's certain words or what have you that'll trigger a certain type of programming and different things or what have you. It just appears. It could be a sound, it could be a word, it's whatever they programmed in you, it triggers that other alter. And I've had people around me or what have you, it's hard to explain or what have you, that'll do certain things or what have you, and I know that they've been given access to like the codes or the programming, like, you know, certain altars or what have you that I may have used to have and different things like that or whatever, but it don't work anymore. So I just look at them like they're crazy. But I know what they be doing, because if you're aware of it, they look stupid as the fuck when they're doing it. This is equivalent to somebody saying like somebody, say you having a regular conversation with somebody, say you and this person, you sitting in the lobby waiting on something, you and another person, and y'all get to talking about the latest news, the weather or something. And in the midst of a regular conversation, say this person say a word or a phrase that seems like it's completely far-fetched and off from the regular conversation, okay? And just say I'm saying like, yeah, the weather is really great today. The sun is out or what have you. Like, wow. And they say it's going to rain next week. Wow was the trigger. Wow was the code for that other altar to come out in you. Okay. Wow had absolutely nothing to do with me talking about the weather. I was just saying that it's sunny. It felt good. And then as I finished the conversation, because they keep talking. Okay. Yeah, and they say it's going to rain later in the next week, but in the middle of that, I put wow in that, okay? So if wow is, if it's a word, sometimes it could be like a phrase, or like it might be, for somebody, it might be going to the park, okay? So somebody will throw in the midst of a random conversation, it could be like, you could be talking to somebody about dinner, you could be talking to somebody about a project you're working on, and somewhere in between that conversation of what they say, and many of them use witch language and different things like that, with something totally different. Going to the park would be in there, and that's supposed to trigger a different type of altar, and it's supposed to happen like that or what have you. It's as quick as like a light switch, a light being switched or something like that. I'm telling you, it's as simple as a snap, as a clap, as a tap on something, as something you remember on what is it, Get Out, okay? When she was like an illusionist, really, or what have you. But when he went in the sunken place or what have you, like she had him, like she was like a hypnotist, really, hypnotist, illusionist, or what have you, because she hypnotized him or what have you. How she tapped on the she had to program him first. She did some type of shit to program him first before she even put him in that state. He didn't even know he was in that state. So when she tapped on the side of the tea glass or the coffee cup or what have you, it just boom, it took over him or what have you. And that's when you seen it look like he was falling or whatever. He's in this sunken fucking place. It's literally got motherfuckers out here to do this. Well, that's what they fucking do to people that they have under monarch programming, that they've satanically, ritualistically abused, that they have under mind control and different things like that or what have you. You ever seen a celebrity somewhere, whether they're in performance or they're just out and about and they look like they're totally out of it, like you see their physical presence, but if you look in their face, look in their eyes, they're just still, they ain't there. You understand what I'm saying? And if, say, they're on stage, as soon as the lights come up, boom, they snap out of it and they go into their performance or what have you. Or, you know what I'm saying? Soon as somebody say they're just still, they're just sitting there or whatever. And soon as somebody say a certain type of word, they come out of it. You know what I'm saying? It happens in different ways, okay? But this is what these people did to you, y'all, okay? This is what these people did to you. Okay? So you're clarify this brainwashing. I'm seeing, I just seen, what is it, Marinette? I think is how you pronounce it, okay? These people, like, they wanted to be like, these are like, it's like, that's like a dictator of some kind, okay? You know what I'm saying? They basically puppeted you. You see how this hand here, he's got on this business suit or what have you? But you see this is like a puppet. You see the strings here? This is how they were treating you. Somebody who was like a dictator over you, okay? Who dominated you, controlled you, okay? They put you under this mind control and they treated you like this little puppet. And this is how you were done. You treated your entire, you were puppeted your entire life, collective, okay? Yeah. Yeah, they wanted you blind to something here or what have you. Obviously, if you're not someone where they cause actual physical blindness to, this could just be blinding you from just being able, you know what I'm saying, to see, you know what I'm saying, truth and clarity around you, okay? As part of that brainwashing and that mind control that was done on you, collective, okay? So one more on brainwashing. It's like they were trying to reach some type of goal of some kind from brainwashing you, Spirit is saying, okay? Yeah. I'm also seeing fate here. Like, and this is interesting because you see how this person is sitting here look like a tarot reader pulling cards here. Like, this may have been your fate. Like, you were may have, because you are a psychic, you may have been fated to do this, called to do this, to bring about truth or clarity in this world in some type of way. These people knew certain shit about you as a child here, okay? This shit says coincidence, fatalism, fortune telling, or something like that, or what have you, y'all, okay? Spirit, one more on brainwashing. One more on brainwashing. I'm seeing natural disaster here or what have you. This is almost like a tower type of energy, which can speak of chaos or tragedy or sudden upheavals, things happening all of a sudden out the blue, problematic situations or something like that or what have you. It also speaks of risk, frustrations, and survival and different things like that or what have you. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's interesting. I keep seeing this. It's like while you were imprisoned and they were doing this brainwashing on you, mind control on you, they chipped and implanted you, did this, like these different programmings on you, beta sex kitten programming, monarch programming, satanic ritual, they did something to you that caused your death. I keep seeing the death card on this brainwashing energy. I keep seeing the death card. Spirit, clarify psychic. I'm telling you, you were meant to gain in your life. You were supposed to gain something, profit something, benefit in some type of way. You should have real estate, wealth, fortunes, mega projects, and some more shit, collective. Psychic, Spirit, clarify psychic. Clarify psychic. Yeah, it's like you're meant to help others, show people mercy, charity, something about mercy, charity, and kindness, okay? With libation here, okay? Donation, pray, religion, spirituality. It's like you could be a healer, collective. You could heal by way of touch in some type of way. Or like laying hands or something like that. Spirit, clarify psychic. Why is psychic here? Why is psychic here? These people could have also tried to steal your abilities. There are several people who are involved as well. Any other messages on psychic? You are a sweetheart, collective. It's like you're someone who is a sweetheart. You're kind, you're loving, you're caring, you're generous, you're affectionate, you're attentive. You're pure. You give unconditional love. You're meant to be beloved. Yeah, you like sit here to help and to heal others in some type of way. And these people discriminated against you. Spirit clarifies secrets. So we got collaboration here. So we know that there was a group of individuals who collaborated together, okay, in this secret agenda against you, in this cover up. There's some type of conflicts though. Spirit clarifies secrets. Any other messages on secret? Any other messages on secret? I'm telling you, they didn't want this truth of clarity getting out as to what they done to you, collective. They never wanted you to know where you come from, what they did to you. They never wanted you to remember. They did so much to suppress your memory, collective. Spirit, what else is going on here? Yeah, it's like they had some type of, like they were trying to, I'm seeing goal here, okay? Almost like they had some type of particular goal, like purpose for doing some expectation, for doing something, trying to reach some type of destination of some kind with doing what they were doing to you. Yeah, collaboration and goal here, okay? But there's some type of conflict here. I'm seeing conflict in friendships here, okay? There could be some type of conflict amongst a team or a group or connection or network of individuals. There's some type of conflict with these individuals. Spirit clarify bully. These bullies could be, these are the individuals that have caused conflict in your life, caused disputes in your life, quarrels. What is this bully, Spirit? I'm seeing overload. It's like these people have done things in excessiveness. Look, masks. These are people who cloak themselves. They're wearing a mask. They're not who they appear to be. Spirit is saying, yeah. One more on these bullies, Spirit. One more on these bullies. Spirit is saying they're pretenders. They're fakers. They're full of deception. This even says in caution. What are these bullies, collective? They've been plotting, planning, and scheming on you. I'm seeing robbery here as well, but exploitation is down here. These people exploited you in some type of way. They could have exploited you for money, robbed you of something, stole something from you. Spirit is saying, okay? Yeah, exploitation and caution, unfairness. They treated you unfairly. These are individuals who are wearing a mask. They're pretenders, stunners, fronters, fakers. They're full of deceptions, inconstancy. These are your bullies, collective. Okay? These people wanted to drive you to homelessness. Okay? They could have wanted you frightened by the disturbances that they caused in your life, or either they're frightened by the disturbances that they are enduring right now. This could be the reason why that there is conflict now, because now that you are awake and aware, especially if you are speaking truth and clarity about what you endured, what you know, different things, there's some type of conflict amongst this team, this connection, this group of individuals who work together against you, collective, okay, who are a part of illegally surveillancing you. These people in power, in positions of authority that abuses their power. These people with fame, recognition, celebrity status, these elites, these satanic powers that be, the shadow government that knows that this technology is being used on you and has been used on you all your life, collective. So when people act like they know you or they familiar with you or they know your life, know your business, it's because they've been tracking and tracing you and invading and violating your privacy and your human rights your entire fucking life. And they can't tell the fucking truth the fuck about it, okay? Because of these secrets, they got secret agendas. There's a cover up because they're proper fucking games and they are bullies and they've been bullying you all of your fucking life, collective. But what they ain't gonna fucking tell nobody is about the childhood trauma. The fact that you was abused, abandoned, orphaned, kidnapped, and sold out to the satanic powers that be, and they've been abusing you since you were a fucking child. They imprisoned you. They tortured you. They terrorized you. They chipped you, implanted you. They programmed you. They've been puppeting you all your goddamn life. See, that's why nobody bothered you when you lived in fucking sin, when you was of this fucking world, collective. That's why nobody bothered you. They were controlling it. They were controlling it. If you were sexually promiscuous, it's because they programmed it in you, collective. They programmed that sex. They put that sexual programming in you for you to be that way, collective. I'm going to take it a step further. If you are a gay, lesbian, homosexual, bisexual, any other type of sexual besides heterosexual, they implanted that shit in you, collective, because that's how they wanted you to be, because they knew sooner or later those are the agendas that they were going to be pushing. Those of you who are that way and you don't know why you that way, it's because that's what they implanted in you. Yep. Especially those of you who can't remember your trauma, you can't remember your abuse. When you think about it, you can't think. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people end up a certain type of way because they got turned out, or they was abused in some type of way, or what have you. And they ended up being like that, or what have you. Those of you who are a certain type of way, and you think you was the fuck born that way, you don't know why you like that. You just see that's also programming, baby. No, you wasn't. You just can't remember the fact that you was turned out. You can't remember the fact that you was abused and taken advantage of because of the programming that they put you under, because of the drugs that they gave you to suppress your fucking memory. That shit is still deep in your motherfucking subconscious. Trust me, it's just not at the frontal lobe, but it's back here. You can't remember right now. Okay? Those of you who experimented with drugs, you at some point in time in your life trying to fit in with others or whatever, whether you did cocaine before, whether you smoked weed before, or your drinking, that was programmed in you. Them people was put in your life on purpose, okay? I guarantee you, once upon a time, you was able to get high for free, weren't you? You think it's a coincidence? It was programmed. You understand? It was programmed. Some of y'all that if you had any type of delinquent type of behavior, acting out, outbursts, extreme anger, aggression, depression, stress, or what have you, programmed in you. Doing anything you had no business, lying, stealing, cheating, anything, programmed. They was fucking controlling you. Them weren't your thoughts, them weren't your actions, that wasn't your behavior. Because I'm going to tell you something, how you know it ain't. Those of you, especially those of you who are awake now, okay? I guarantee you ain't none of those things now. I'm going to tell you something about a problem. A problem is a problem all day, every day. A problem is a problem when it's by itself, when it's in a crowd of other people, when it's it don't matter who it don't matter. A problem is a problem on a job. A problem is a problem amongst a family. A problem is a problem at the school. A problem is a problem in college. A problem is a problem in relationship. Or somebody who is a problem, they are a problem all the fucking time. A problem is a problem even when they by their goddamn self. They a problem for their goddamn self. Them the type of problems that self-destruct. You understand what I'm saying? But if it had ever came a fucking time that you went through an awakening and you excommunicated yourself, or either whether it was by force or by choice, you was isolated from the people who was once in your life, and you have no longer had the problems that you once had before, guess what? You were never the problem to begin with. That wasn't a problem for you. Them wasn't your problems. You was mirroring energy. You was doing what you was programmed to fucking do. That's the shit they didn't want you to know. That's what they didn't want you to know, collective. But now you know. See, now they want to come to a compromise. Okay? Now they want to come to an agreement, a reconciliation, a consideration. How the fuck do you come to an agreement? A consideration, a reconciliation for human experimentation, for exploitation, for torture, for terrorism, for childhood trauma, for being abused, abandoned, orphaned, kidnapped, and sold, trafficked, and some more shit. How the fuck do you come to a compromise on that? How do you come to a compromise when it's still a chip in your body? Huh? What is there to reconsider? What type of agreement are you talking about when you've been puppeting your entire life? You ain't never had no freedom, liberty, justice. Your privacy done been invaded your entire fucking life. They watch you while you slept. They watch you when you ate, when you pissed, when you shitted, when you took a bath. And your most private fucking sacred moments. They invaded and violated your privacy and your human rights. You ain't never had no constitutional or rights. Or civil rights. Or anything. They stripped it from you. What type of consideration you want for cruel and unusual punishment? See, they now want you to be sensible enough to compromise. They don't want you to act a fool and put on blast that it's the fucking problem when they made you out to be the problem your entire fucking life when they was the problem all the fuck along. And if you ever was a problem, they created you. They created the problem within you. So that still goes back to the... See, I ain't no mathematician type shit. But I understand simple fucking math, bitch. If you're the common denominator of the problem, you are, which means they are the ones that's the problem, not the fuck you. It don't matter what else you add to the fucking problem, bitch. You are the original problem. You're the originator of the problem that you created. See, they try to make you the fucking problem, and then they try to swoop in with the motherfucking solution. Because that's what they do. Problem, reaction, solution. Order out of chaos ass shit. They control it all. They control it all. No, but bitch, this is disorderly motherfucking conduct. Because what type of compromise, consideration, reconciliation, agreement you want for a child being imprisoned, captive, hostage, restricted, abused? They did whole curses on you, rituals on you, ceremonies, magics on you, collective. They used you in a satanic ritual, collective. They did sex magic on you, collective. You started off with childhood trauma, collective. They discriminated against you as a child. They had your human side of your fucking family pimp you out, sell you out to them to do whatever the fuck they wanted to do with you. And they've been tracking and tracing you and surveillancing you ever since. That's why this spirit say this is these folks in power who abuse their authority and their power, their elite status, their celebrity status, their fame, their recognition, all of that. It is them. It is they. I don't know what type of fuck compromise you the fuck want for treating somebody like a fucking peasant that's got royalty in their DNA. Fuck you mean? Fuck you mean? They owe you compensation for humiliation, for experimentation, for exploitation, and some more shit. With interest. collective, these people were so jealous, envious, and intimidated by you, collective. They wanted retaliation, punishment, payback, or revenge on you, collective. They caused all this strife and this conflict in your life, collective. They hated you so much, collective. So jealous, envious, and intimidated by you, collective. They abandoned you, neglected you, rejected you, and left you out in the cold, left you in turmoil and harsh conditions. Okay, that's that curse they put on you, that ritual they done on you. That's why you've been in the Five of Pentacles your entire life. But my thing is, bitch, who the fuck? How you jealous and envious and intimidated by somebody, in competition with somebody that's done went through all of this the entire fucking life? Bitch, what you want my life? What you want to go through that? Just to end up without nothing? Jealousy, envy, hatred, spitefulness, competition, retaliation, punishment, payback, or revenge. Neglected, abandoned, left out in the cold, rejected, left in turmoil and harsh conditions, in ruin, in loss. Yeah. This is the reason why you ended up enduring the childhood trauma that you endured, collective. Because of somebody's jealousy, envy, hatred, spitefulness, or competition. Retaliation, punishment, payback, or revenge, you ended up being neglected and abandoned and left out in the collective. They sold out and they sold you out. And they entered binding contracts and they accepted some type of payment for you, collective. Yep. Spirit clarify imprisonment. This could have been your father. For your father received some type of growth of some kind. Your father could have been behind this. Okay, I'm seeing a Page of Cups here. This was done to you as a child. You could be a water sign and have water in your chart. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This was done to you as a child. In prison. I'm seeing a hangman here, collective. It's like you was left hanging. Or in limbo or something like that, or what have you. Okay, you also was taken advantage of sexually. They abused you sexually as well, collective. The lowest card being here. I'm seeing the Three of Pentacles here. The Three of Pentacles can sometimes be seen as a prostitution card. You could have been used as a child. The Three of Pentacles talks about collaborations, okay? Sometimes it could be this for that and different things, because the people who collaborate together, they're doing so for the purposes of money, okay? But you get the Three of Pentacles and the Lovers together, collective. And you were being used for sex while you were in prison. Wherever they had you in prison, wherever they had you confined, this is one of the things that they was doing to you. While brainwashing you, mind controlling you, sex programming you, monarch programming you, chipping you, and planting you. This is the reason why they did that shit. This is what they was doing to you. Any other messages, Spirit, on this imprisonment? Yeah. This caused you a lot of sadness, loss, disappointment, and regret. And changes, collective. I see here somebody being bound or tied, like your hands being tied, legs being tied. Somebody could have even hung you from something. Because that was the first energies that I seen. I seen like the Page of Cups with the hangman. Something about being hanged or hanging. Okay. But they did awful things to you. This caused sadness, loss, disappointment, regret, and as well as several changes. Spirit clarify discrimination. Discrimination. It came out again. Five of Cups with the Eight of Cups. They did some type of curse on you, ritual on you. You could have been taken to. I'm telling you, you was using some type of satanic ritual of some kind, sex ritual, party, or something here. But they discriminated against you. They did this to you because they were discriminating against you. It's like they wanted to just use you to the point of eliminating you. Okay. I'm also seeing the Nine of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles. A lot of money was made off of you. Some type of wealth was made off of exploiting you your entire life with this technology here. With strategy and justice, okay? I'm telling you, collective, trigger warning, somebody could have recordings of you when you were a child being abused, okay? This could be on the dark web, or somebody could be harboring this or what have you. These videos of you as a child. A lot of money was made off of you, okay? Because the Ace of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles comes out on technology. With strategy and justice here. These people made a lot of money off of exploiting you your entire life, illegally surveillancing you, and it had to be being uploaded to something for others to view, pay to view, or something, okay? To clarify power, with bully and pride, we get the devil and justice, okay? Spirit is saying these people who work for the justice system, who works for the government, who are high in power and authority, they are chained to the devil, collective. These are toxic, sinister, evil, wicked, demonic as individuals, Spirit is saying. Okay, they are chained to the devil. They're shepherds for the devil. They're doing the work of the devil. They sold their soul to the devil. This is the reason why these people are full of lust, temptations, and desires, toxicity, bad habits, addictions, and addictive patterns of behavior. They're greedy, materialistic, narcissistic, possessive, controlling, restrictive, obsessive, addictive as individuals. This is the energy that these people in power who abuse their authority and their power. These people with fame, fortune, recognition, these celebrities, they change. You know what I'm saying? But these are persons who are high up in power, authority, and leadership, who's chained to the devil, who did these things to you, who've been bullying you. They're full of pride, ego, and ego, Spirit is saying. Look at that, Queen of Cups. You could be a water sign, collective. You don't necessarily have to be, okay? You can take the face cards out of here. The Page of Cups and this Queen of Cups energy or whatever, if you are of a different sign or what have you, collective. But look at this, Queen of Cups with the star here. But you see the Death card in behind that, collective? I'm telling you, something was done to you in the midst of you going through this where you died. But it's like you came back. Either they did something to you that they thought killed you and they thought you were dead. But come to find out you really wasn't. Or either you actually flatlined. You actually died and you came back on their ass. Like, I'm talking about in the same lifetime. I'm not talking about, like, you know what I'm saying? It was like almost like a death and a rebirth in real time. Extraterrestrial with self-love and introvert here, okay? Queen of Cups, stars. I'm seeing this death with the Seven of Pentacles, collective. This could have happened when you were 7. You could have died, but I'm telling you, you came back. Because look at the world. The world talks about there being like, talks about like a successful completion. Something going full circle. Something coming to an end for something new to begin. But the Ten of Swords is behind betrayal. Whatever this completion or ending or what have you, it was because of some type of betrayal, disloyalty, sabotage, ruin, fatal ending. A lot of time, energy, effort, hard work, or investment into something here. Something could have happened when you were 7, collective. With this death here. This energy wants to come out on brainwashing. And remember, Marinette and Death came out. It's like you died. Now, unless they killed you and replaced you, you died and you came back. Because I keep seeing death here. It's like some type of death occurred. An ending, an abrupt change, a transformation happened. The Seven of Pentacles being here, this could have been when you were 7. Like, this could have been done when you were, like, 7. I'm telling you. You're a High Priestess, collective. Highly intuitive, psychic, empathic, enlightened, knowledgeable, wise. You have a divine angelic connection to the spirit realm, to the Most High, to your spirit guides, your ancestors, your galactic beings, extraterrestrials. You have a multitude of spiritual gifts, collective. Yeah. I feel like these people have been trying to sacrifice you ever since. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like they've been trying to get rid of you. One more on psychic, spirit. Give me one more on psychic. I'm telling you, this is the reason why they look at that. High Priestess with the 8 of Swords. They had you trapped, stuck, restricted, unable to move, in doom and gloom and crisis. See how she's bound and tied? You see the cage or what have you? You are High Priestess, collective, and this is the reason why they wanted to keep you trapped and stuck and restricted, even as an adult now. Okay? Yeah. Because you know some type of truth or clarity about something. You have some type of awareness or insight or epiphany or had a breakthrough in a way. It's something. But with secrets being here, the powers that be has kept this secret, tried to keep you secret, keep you hidden. I'm telling you, they have their own secret agenda and propaganda around doing this to you. There's some type of setup. Okay? They did something to set you up later. I'm seeing cover up. These people stabbed you in your back, collective. This is the reason why they want you to be a failure right now, collective. This is the reason why they have done things to purposely make you fail, collective. They have done things to make you have a mental breakdown, to have a psychotic breakups. They want there to be some type of dead end to you, collective. And these people are collaborated together to try to make this happen, okay? Because they don't want this truth and clarity coming out, collective. They don't want the general public to know just what type of monsters they asses really are. What type of shit that they're really about, collective. And what they have really done. Spirit, clarify bullying. Well, no, give us one more on secrets. Clarify these secrets. Anything else on secrets? Yeah. I'm also seeing here something about the 10 of Pentacles. There's something about a large amount of money collected. There could be a large amount of wealth that rightfully belongs to you, that they're harboring, hiding, keeping, or have stolen from you, collective. Yeah. This is tied into this secrets or secret agendas. Yep. Look at that. Seven of Swords. These people are liars, cheaters, and thieves, manipulators, and con artists. They've been seeking and creeping around trying to get away with something here. Okay? Spirit is saying not only did they exploit you for money all your life, collective, but these people stole some type of wealth, or they're trying to get away with stealing some type of wealth from you, collective. These are millions of fucking dollars. We're not talking about no chump change here. The Ten of Pentacles is wealth. Millions. That's what they're keeping secret, collective. This is the reason why they're collaborating together. This wealth belongs to you. And all these government officials, wealthy elites, satanic powers that be, shadow government, celebrities, and all this other bullshit. This is the reason why they all going so hard against you. They stole this wealth from you. They're trying to get away with stealing some type of wealth that belongs to you after they have abused you since you were a child your entire fucking life. And they're going to pay with their lives for what they have done. Each and every last one of them. Bullies, collective. Clarify bullies. Okay, we got the Magician here. These people are divination abusers, collective. They've been doing witchcraft, sorcery, black magic, or voodoo on you. Hoodoo, hexes, curses, spells, evil eyes, santerias, or whatever other type of dark arts that they do. Yeah, look, Magician with the Emperor. This is who been bullying you. Fucking warlocks, cult leaders, and shit. Masculines who are high up in power, who cloak and conceal themselves, who are wearing a mask, that's been exploiting you, collective. That have robbed you of something, collective. But there is some type of conflict amongst their team, their connection, their network, their group. All these people that work together. All their ass is going down. From your fake, phony, fraudulent ass family to the satanic fucking powers that be and anybody in between. They all going down. Because the world gonna know the truth. Spirit, any other messages? Any other messages? I'm seeing something about some type of swift, fast communication, message, news, or information from a higher thing here, collective. This is the reason why they done targeted you and gang stalked you and harassed you, collective, and tried to discredit you, collective. Okay? To make it look like you didn't know what you was talking about, collective. To make it look like something was wrong with you, collective. But this wheel is in the upright, honey. It's turning in your favor, child, okay? The Wheel of Fortune, it don't matter what kind of hocus pocus, evil, wicked, twisted ass shit that they do. The Wheel of Fortune is about fate and fated events. It's about life cycles, life changes, good karma, good juju. This is the reason why you got extraterrestrials, watchers, and guardians who are watching over you and protecting you, collective. This Wheel of Fortune is in the upright and it's turning in your favor, collective. Okay? Why? Because you are Earth Angel, collective. You are an earth angel, a chosen one of the 144,000, okay? A star seed, a highly sensitive indigo. You're an earth angel, collective. And this Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor, collective. You will have some type of success, triumph, victory, or recognition of some kind, collective. You have many options, choices, decisions, opportunities, collective. You're going to be very motivated, determined, full of passion, full of drive to take action and move forward. You're going to be receiving some type of swift, fast communication, messages, news, or information from someone who is a hierophant, collective, or in some type of hierophant position. Yeah, this person could be a messenger about something that has been secret, hidden, covered up, or hidden from you, collective. Yeah, there may be some extreme feelings and overwhelming emotions, collective, but you're going to be moving forward, moving on, overcoming conflict, collective, moving on to calmer waters, collective. Okay? Because you've been in hermit mode long enough. To yourself, by yourself, on your own, all alone, collective, okay? But there's some type of happiness, abundance, new beginning, fulfillment, fresh starts that is coming in for you, collective. You got a lot of willpower, okay? But you need to be careful about traveling, okay? You need to be careful about traveling here. I'm seeing something about either some type of trip or journey or traveling or vehicle or transportation or something like that, or what have you, some type of something that could cause some type of heartache or heartbreak or sadness, sorrow, misery, pain, and anguish as it relates to a King of Wands. You cannot trust a fire sign masculine individual. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, whoever this person is, this person will break your heart. This person will cause you heartache, heartbreak, sadness, sorrow, misery, pain, or anguish, okay? Don't travel nowhere with this person. Ride nowhere with this person. Travel with this person. Take a trip. Get in a vehicle with this person. person know nothing, okay? Because they are not to be trusted. They are not to be trusted, collective, okay? That's what's going on here, y'all. That's what's going on here. So I do hope that this is giving you all the truth and the clarity you were seeking pertaining to a situation you may be dealing with, or pertaining to a situation you may notice someone else is dealing with. If you are cross-watching, for those of you who would like to contact me, you can do so at tiff.diamond.36@gmail.com. You can also follow me on Instagram, which is shine bright like a diamond 36 with the underscore between each word. For any person who's interested in donating to the channel, it is greatly appreciated. I do thank you all in advance. You can do so through CASHAPP, which is $Diamond36, or through PayPal, which is paypal.me/add36diamond. As always, guys, y'all take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but most of all, take care of your babies, honey. Remember, this is a wicked world that we live in. There is wickedness in high places, and there is evil that is lurking around each and every corner, even in a neighborhood near you. So y'all watch your surroundings. Watch the company you keep, watch surroundings in the company in which your children are in as well. And considering the fact that you never know when someone may betray you, backstab you, try to hurt you, or harm you, honey. Keep you some protection on you. Y'all stay awake, stay aware, stay vigilant, and stay prepared. Because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, baby. Until the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. I am that I am, created in the image of God. Collective, they faked your death. They could have faked your death. That's why I keep seeing that death card. They could have faked your death when you was a child, collective. They could have said that you died, okay, tragically in some type of way, okay, from the abuse that you suffered or whatever. They told whoever that you was dead, but they faked your death, collective. You've been alive all this time. You've been hidden all this time. They've been using you and abusing you and exploiting you for money all this time, okay? I'm seeing something about fake death and something about outer space, collective, okay? You could be a female who's resonating with this, collective. Yep, they faked your death, though, okay? You could have even been abducted, like this, again, this is going to go over some of y'all daring heads, okay? Somebody could have definitely been abducted, okay? Or you could have been taken to outer space or something like that, or what have you. Or had some type of experience with it, or what have you, guys, okay? Your supposed family is a part of some type of cult. Spirit is saying, Spirit, clarify this imprisonment real quick. I'm going to get y'all a few extra messages. I was trying to do it while we was closing up, just to see what was going to come out on some of these messages. Imprisonment, collective. Spirit, imprisonment. Childhood trauma and imprisonment. Yep, like literally, you was a child. You was a child when this was done to you. Okay. Discrimination. Yep. They also did mind control on you. I told you they put you under mind control. That's what that brainwashing was about. Discrimination. I'm also seeing something here about a boat, collective. You could have been moved or trafficked, or something could have been done to you on a boat, or you could have been trafficked in some type of way on a boat, or something tragically happened to you on a boat, collective. Some of you could have tried to run away. Okay? Discrimination, Spirit. What is this discrimination? Something about the beach and water is of significance as well, collective. Something could have happened to you on the beach or in water here. Okay? I'm seeing secret here. Okay? There's some type of secrets behind why these people was discriminating against you, Spirit is saying, okay? But I definitely feel like it could be tied into this extraterrestrial energy, Spirit is saying here. Okay, Spirit, clarify technology. Why is technology here? Real quick, technology. Why is technology? They're even they're surveillancing you in your home right now, collective. They're surveillancing you in your neighborhood right now, collective. What is this technology? This cult has been watching you, collective. They've been exploiting you for money as well, collective, okay? You needed some type of healing. You had to go through some type of healing in some type of facility or recovery, recuperation hospitalization type of place, or what have you, after they did what they did to you, collective. Technology. Okay? Yeah, they've been using this technology to abuse you and neglect you in some type of way, collective. I'm telling you, they've been exploiting you for money, and it's been being uploaded to the dark web or something like that. It's direct access. I feel like wealthy, elite individuals, celebrities, wealthy persons, certain persons have access to this technology, this surveillance that is being used on you. But this is like all the time. This is not just when you just out in public somewhere or what have you. This is anywhere and everywhere you go, collective. You literally have been surveillanced all your life, collective. Okay? Yeah. Power, collective. Power. Who are these persons in power that's been abusing their authority, collective? I'm seeing greed here. Yeah, these people are hidden. These people are hidden. They're in hiding. Okay, so they could literally be the shadow government. Okay, and you see that reptile. You see that reptile right there on this card where it say hidden. Whoever these persons in power that abuse their power or abuse who abuse their power and authority, their elite status, wealthy status, and different things like that, they're hidden, spirit is saying, okay? But these could be shapeshifters, collective, okay? But that's why they're discriminating against you, collective, because you are extraterrestrial, or you got extraterrestrial DNA. You could be a hybrid or what have you. Those motherfuckers are reptilians, okay? They're reptiles and shit. They're demonic as the fuck, okay? Look, aliens, okay? Coming out on extraterrestrials. Psychic, collective. This is why they put you under mind control, collective. Okay? I'm seeing something about outer space. Okay? Definitely a lot of jealousy, okay? There was some type of jealousy as well of you, of your gifts, collective, okay? Yeah, we already know about the surveillance here. You're being illegally surveillance, spirit is saying. Abused and neglected, spirit is saying. Psychic, collective. Psychic. So we can wrap this reading up. Psychic, okay? Yeah, they faked your death, collective, and you had to go through some type of healing. But you are alive. You've always been alive, okay? Something could have happened where they thought you were dead, or you died and you actually came back, like you was able to heal yourself or something like that, or you came back in some type of way. Spirit is saying, okay? Because I keep seeing death, but then I'm seeing, like, obviously you are alive, okay? And we had the fake death that came out. Remember I told you about something about you hanging? Somebody literally hung you, okay? Like they did all type of abusive things to you, but somebody like wrapped a rope around your neck, like hung you, okay? Psychic, spirit. Yeah, spirit is saying you're gifted. You have some type of gift of some kind, okay? You have gifts, okay, that's been given to you by the Most High, okay? You have supernatural gifts. Okay. I seen inside in tunnel here, okay? These people had you inside some type of tunnel. That's where you could have been being imprisoned, kept in prison, hostage or something. You were inside some type of tunnel. Okay? Something about inside tunnel is of significance. These people committed some type of fraud, okay, in some type of legal proceedings, collective, okay, as it could be as it relates to some type of money, collective, okay. Yeah, there's a lot of accomplices and partners in crime who are involved in this cover up. Look, accomplice partners in crime cover up, collective, okay. Yeah, with these secrets here, there's a cover up of what they have done to you, collective. And there's accomplices and partners in crime that is involved in, as it relates to these bullies, there's accomplices and partners in crime, okay? Yeah, look at that, trapped. They had you trapped in some type of way. You see the cage, okay? And wherever they had you, yeah. Justice, okay? Those are persons that work for the government, in power, authority, yeah. Organized crime. This is organized crime, collective. This is organized crime that these people are a part of, collective. This is the reason why they're so hell-bent on getting rid of you, okay? Yeah, this was a man-made disaster that they fucking created, spirit is saying. This is a man-made disaster, okay? Something could be significant to a fire sign. I keep seeing fire energy. There could be a fire sign who has abused you all your life or something like that, or is abusing. Remember the King of Wands that I showed you? I said don't go nowhere with them. Something about traveling with him. That King of Wands could have trafficked you in some type of way. Remember he came out with the Chariot and the Three of Swords. There could be a fire sign man who was trafficking you or what have you. You see how this fire coming from this plane or what have you. You could have been trafficked by plane or what have you. Spirit is saying, okay? But there was definitely some type of fraud that took place as it relates to some type of legal proceedings or something that went on, collective, okay? We already seen the greed card. These people could be in regret, okay? Yeah, what I tell you, it came right out up when I said it, okay? This was greed, okay? Because of these people's greed, they committed some type of fraud, okay? This could have to do with some type of life insurance, okay? That was left to a water sign or what have you. Spirit is saying, okay? These people belong to a cult, okay? It's a whole cult of individuals who is involved in this, okay? The truth and the clarity is going to be known. These people are the devil and they chained to the devil, Spirit is saying, okay? Very toxic individuals, okay? But this was a man-made disaster. Now they want you to, now they want to fake apologize and come to a compromise after everything that they done to you, okay? And yet they still targeting and attacking you, illegally invading and violating you. You ain't got shit to show for all this, the things that you have been through, okay? Yeah, tell them to miss you with the bullshit. Till the next time. Peace.